This is another in the first read series where I read a poem by a poet I don't know and just have a first experience. I just read to see what's there. I might come back later on and completely reread it if I know more about the poet's work and kind of what they're trying to do, what they say they're trying to do. But this is a first reading, just for the sheer joy of it. So maybe it's useful, maybe not. This one is from Lorraine Caputo, who I don't know, but I feel like I should know, but I don't. This is an Odalist. This is a great little magazine out of Australia, and I picked this one today, partially just because I found out it is only doing a few more issues and then it is done, which is unfortunate because it is great. I would say if you haven't, this is the July 2022 issue. You should check it out. It's really great. There's some really beautiful pieces by Lorraine Caputo in it, but there's pieces by other writers that are just great too. So anyway, Lorraine Caputo. Enchanted Illusions. I like to take a look at the form of something whenever I look at it before I can look at, the actual piece itself. And this one I look at it, and it's in 3 parts. They're all fairly short. Not short enough to be like haiku, almost like tankas, but not quite. And they have this indented second line thing. Sometimes the rising, there's 5 tide. Sounds like rain 4 up on my roof. So there's not a consistency in terms of syllable counts. I'm not going to bother too much with that. I'm just going to read it and assume it's kind of free verse with this look of short ordered poetry. So 1, Enchanted Illusions. I don't know if this is supposed to be all capitalized or not. I kind of think it means something when you capitalize it, but I don't know if this was intentional or not. It really kind of screams at you, Enchanted Illusions, this way. But I don't want to read too much into that. Sometimes the rising tide sounds like rain upon my roof. I like this. It's very simple, but the language really flows really well. The rising tide, we have that sometimes, the 2 S's there, and then rising here. And the R comes back in rain later on, and in roof. So it's a very nice sound in this part. Sometimes the rising tide sounds like rain upon my roof, or car tires sizzling upon dampened pavement. So this sense of rain, of the tide sounding like rain, or like car tires, it's like an illusion of one thing being something else, right? And it being cool. I think that it is for a moment, just briefly something else. Let's see where it goes. So I don't read these beforehand, so I don't always know if this is going to hold up, but we'll see. 2, the faded stain on the floor looks like a bird. Its head tucked, its wings stretch wide across worn tiles. So I like this image too. It's this sense of this, stain, or something, you might not want to be there, actually looking like something else. This illusion that you find just by looking closely at something. It might be transformative into something else here. It's the stain that's looking like a bird. So it's this illusion, but it is weirdly enchanted because it draws you into what you can imagine out of it. 3, a push at my door. To open it or click closed. Perhaps the breeze come from the sea or spirit come to visit. So we don't really know why the door is pushed here, but this is, once again, it's this pushing here that we don't know whether it's this breeze or a spirit. It's something else, this illusion, what you could imagine in it. And I kind of like the 1, 2, 3 of this, because you have the sound in the first one, the stain in the second one, and then you have this action in the third one. And it's almost as if it's the reader through the poet's job to imagine what these could be, the illusion in them. And I think the sheer fact that there could be an illusion in these kind of fairly straightforward things, the ocean, or, whatever it is, the tide, or the stain, these are fairly straightforward things, becoming transformed into something else. Is the idea that is there, could be there, is, I think, part of the joy of art in the first place. So very much enjoyed these little pieces. I like the sound of them. They're all kind of like a beautiful sound. They're short, straight to the point, and they repeat this kind of theme. So very nice. Definitely want to explore Lorraine Caputo's poetry a little bit more.